Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Extra Time TV. This is Andre Soklal.
I'm Kevin Campbell.
And Kevin, our upcoming qualifiers coming up. Trinidad, as you all know, and we spoke about in our previews and our post-match reactions and our reaction to the game.
Yeah.
Trinidad has qualified for the Hex.
Yeah. We're in.
Kevin, if you want to let him know what the Hex is, for those of you who don't know. Kevin did a great job last time. I think I'm going to let Kevin do it again.
Sure. The Hex is the last group of 6 countries to qualify for the World Cup. Now, in the Hex, the top 3 qualify automatically, whilst the 4th place plays a playoff. This round, the playoff is with the 5th place in the Asian Confederation. Now, last time it was against Oceania, but this round it's against the Asian qualification groupings.
Yes.
So that is the Hex.
Yeah. So listen, we have not qualified for this stage for a long time. So this is exciting news for Trinidadians. It wasn't the greatest result. We got a 2-2 result. We would have preferred a win, but it was enough to get us in there. And now we play USA with the comfort of knowing that we did qualify for the Hex. So Kevin, Klinsmann, we're taking on the US. The US have complicated the group.
Yeah.
And made things hard for us. But now we're through. There's the possibility, and a lot of people don't know this, that if we defeat the US, that we may send them packing, and if Guatemala wins their game.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, what do you think about this game?
The US, they haven't qualified yet. The US can still crash out.
Yes.
If we beat them.
And we could send them out.
Yeah. But, Andre, Guatemala needs to beat St. Vincent by 14 clear goals.
Yeah. Nah, not possible.
So, it is possible.
Yes.
But highly unlikely.
Yeah.
But the game is taking place in Jacksonville, Florida on Tuesday, September 6th. I'm looking forward to it. Reason being is that the US came off a 6-0 thumping of St. Vincent, where Josie Altidore became the US 3rd all-time leading goal scorer.
Josie.
Yeah. I'm looking forward because the US have a lot of injuries. No Dempsey, also called Ducey.
The rapper, apparently.
Yeah. No Aaron Johansson, he's out. No Jermaine Jones, so the midfield is weakened.
Yep.
So we stand a chance. Coming in, you have Omar Gonzalez, who hasn't been in part of the squads for a long time.
Yep. I was actually shocked when I saw his name.
Yeah, and also Sasha Kleshstein. A guy, he was one of my favorite US players. He went to Belgium for a while, but Klinsmann hasn't been picking him at all. So when he got called up, he thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
But I like Sasha, and I think Sasha should play more. So I'm looking forward to the game. Most likely, a young strike force would play. Most likely, it's going to be Altidore, flanked by Bobby Wood and Christian Pulisic. In the game against St. Vincent, Pulisic really filled his boots and scored bags of goals. So that could pose a problem to our backline.
Yep.
It's a good opportunity for Trinidad to change their backline and test out some players who may not have started if it was a must-win game. Maybe David can come in, and also up front, maybe a start for Shannon Winchester or even Trevin Caesar, who scored a double against St. Vincent earlier this year. So I'm looking forward to some changes, but the nucleus of the team should still be in place. So I think that we will actually do well and produce a good performance.
Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise that it's a blessing because we qualified. We entered this in a relaxed state. Stephen Hart can now address and try some things out, some variations and solutions that he would normally not be able to try under normal circumstances and against a team like USA, which they'll have to meet further on.
Yeah.
So it's good to try some players against a top team like this. I think it's perfect preparation. So it's kind of like a friendly without being a friendly. So they're going to play. Klinsmann obviously needs to win, so you are going to get a competitive game. So it's perfect. If I'm a coach, I would love this scenario. I would love to see Hart maybe try Caesar up front from the beginning, see how that works out. He may probably opt to give Kenwin a rest, or maybe just keep the team going. I think maybe he may do some tweaks at the back line, but we don't know, but I could see that happen.
I want him to start Levi Garcia.
Yes. Oh yes, Levi Garcia.
I want to see him play from the start. That's just me. Maybe I'm greedy, but I just want to see him from the start.
I think what I admire about Stephen Hart is his use of Levi Garcia showed a lot of intelligence because young players, you need to gradually introduce them into teams. You've seen it at the largest teams. Players come in. Listen, Leo Messi in his first game ever for the senior national team got sent off a couple seconds into his first game. So it's as good as you are, it's always a bit traumatic. He eased Levi Garcia and, he made his debut and scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane.
We needed him.
Yeah. I think, and people are going to say that when we get into the next round, well, we are there. That Levi Garcia was the guy that helped us because we struggled a bit against St. Vincent.
Yeah.
So I think maybe he'll try, we have really fast wide players. Hart seems to really like that Caesar option up front. He has the characteristics of a false nine.
Yeah.
Very mobile, he can dribble, he can drop deep. It was very interesting and very ambitious by Hart. And in the game against Guatemala, he was making a lot of penetrating runs, caused a lot of problems. The Guatemalan goalkeeper, however, was very quick to the ball.
Yeah.
If he was not that quick, I could have seen Trinidad getting a couple goals.
Yeah.
So this game, thankfully for us, is not really an urgent thing, but I think it's good for us to beat somebody like the US, but it's also important for Hart to try things, and maybe the fans don't read too much into it if we lose this game, because I think it's the ideal preparation. If Hart goes and tries something, of course it's always good to win, but I could see Hart trying some variations, prepare us for when we face USA when it really matters.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it before where teams play, give their all in games like this, give away all their aces. Yeah. And then it actually helps the US, because let's say we defeat the US, which is something you don't hate, or we play really well and we draw or whatever. The next time it comes around, the US may be well prepared and know all our tricks. So, there's little, tactical things that people need to, intangibles that, I don't want to give all my cards away, because Klinsmann will obviously be observing Trinidad. So I think he's going to try out a lot of alternatives. I actually think we'll do well because the pressure is off. And I'm excited to see how this game goes, because I know Klinsmann. Klinsmann needs to win this game. The Americans are on his back. These Americans thought that he should have won the World Cup in Brazil. I thought he did really well. I like what he's doing for American football. I actually think maybe they're expecting it too quickly, because he's trying to revamp the American style from top to bottom. If you go on their website, you'll see they actually have everything explained. They have free information, which is something we should do. I like his project, and it'll be a shame if he loses to us, he gets fired, and all that goodwill goes out the window. I think Klinsmann is maybe a couple of years ahead of what the US want. I think they don't understand what they have right now. And a lot of the coaches, from what I'm seeing, seem to want Klinsmann out. I mean, you see Alexi Lalas lambasting him. So the pressure is on. They gave him a hard time in the Copa Centenario. I think they did pretty well. I think people need to understand that the US...
Fourth place?
Yeah, fourth place, and then, a powerful Argentine team. Going out to them is there's no shame in that. But at the end of the day, in the context of this game, I think the Copa Centenario really prepared Klinsmann. I actually think if the Copa Centenario did not take place, it probably would have hurt them, and I think it sharpened them enough. I hate to say it, but Kevin, I think they'll probably get the result they need. Yeah. Based on the experience and the pure desire to qualify. But the pressure is on for the US, Kevin. It's definitely on.
Yeah, it's notable to mention that we are actually unbeaten away from home in qualifying for this World Cup.
Boom. Yes.
Victories in Guatemala and St. Vincent mean that we are unbeaten. Also, the reverse fixture in Hazel Crawford Stadium last year ended 0-0. And honestly, in my opinion, that performance from Trinidad was great.
Yeah, I think that was the best so far.
Yeah, we were tight. We didn't concede much spaces or many chances. And we went forward and played really well out of our skins.
Klinsmann was shell-shocked. He actually said so in the post-match.
And looking ahead, the Hex usually starts the year after. But FIFA's change in the calendar means that the Hex starts November 7th of this year.
Yeah,
so it's quicker. Yeah,
that's literally right around the corner.
It is. Yes. So that means that this game against the US has even more meaning because it will give us a chance against top-level competition going into the Hex. Also, we need to mention that the winner of the group starts the first game of the Hex at home. So let's say if USA tops the group, they'll play Mexico at home. And the vice versa for Trinidad.
Yes.
So it is a game that a lot is still riding on it. So I'm hoping for a victory for Trinidad. Andre, what do you think?
The emotional side of me being a Trinidadian, I would like them to win. Yeah. I actually think it's going to be a very close game again because Hart will be experimenting with different things. So I actually think the US may edge them. Yeah. I think it will actually be pretty tight and eventually the US will come away 2-1 winners. That is the analytical side of me. Yeah. But Trinidad is very much more than capable of going there and trying to preserve their record, which is very impressive. And I'm not going to do the neutral thing. I think the US it'll probably be a 2-1 or even a 1-1 draw. But it's not out of the realm of possibility that Trinidad could go there and get a nice victory.
Yeah, in reality, US will probably win.
Yeah.
But I think that Josie Altidore, he's hurt us in the past. I think he's going to score again because he is on fire.
Yep. So listen, that's our analysis of the US game. Once again, I'm so happy that we're already in.
Yeah.
So we all as Trinidadians can look at this game very relaxed. Woo. We look at this game relaxed. We're getting basically what I think is a bonus. We qualified. We're getting to play a team that is going to come at us it's going to be a very difficult game. So we're not going to get some light-hearted friendly with people experimenting. Klinsmann is going to come with what he believes is the best team he has right now.
Yeah.
Fresh off the Copa Centenario. So it's not like some preseason friendly. This is going to be a very good test for Hart, which is perfect for his preparations, especially since we missed out on the Copa Centenario. I think this is scant consolation, but it's good consolation. It's still consolation at least, because this is, I think, perfect for Trinidad.
Yeah.
I think we earned our spot, and we'll see how it goes. So Kevin, where can they find you?
You can find me at Kev868 on Twitter and Instagram. Andre?
You can find me at Andre Soklal on Instagram and Twitter. Also, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking here, here, or here, because it's going to be all over the place. Because when you click subscribe, you automatically qualify for the chance to win giveaways such as tickets to games, free copy of FIFA 17 when it comes out. So, listen, subscribe, and also feel free to like our page, post comments and suggestions. We love it.
Yeah. Post your questions, we answer them all. And special thanks to my store.
Yes.
Yeah, for providing some great equipment. And look forward to our other videos.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
All right. Take care.